So Daniel Kahn is waiting to speak to us in Manchester. Right, Dan, it does look like Sesko is heading your way.
Sesko's preference has always been a move to Old Trafford, and it seems United felt the same because they then entered the race initially with a bid of £65 million initial, with some add-ons attached to that. But our colleagues in Sky Germany have reported since this morning that United have upped that offer closer to that £70 million mark, and Manchester United I should say, are now in advanced talks with RB Leipzig over finalising a move for Benjamin Sesko. And I mean, you have to really admire United's strategy in this negotiation. If they are able to get the deal over the line, they clearly had belief that Sesko wanted the move to Old Trafford, and it seems that they could be getting their third major signing of the window, despite not having
the negative goal difference of -10. United have prioritised attacking signings this summer. They have brought in Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo from Wolves and Brentford respectively, but they are still missing the most important piece of the jigsaw in the form of a recognised centre-forward. Rasmus Højlund, who United are open to selling for £30 million, regressed last season, scoring just 10 goals in all competitions. Fellow attacker Joshua Zirkzee, who arrived from Bologna last summer, scored 7 goals and is not a centre-forward. After missing out on Liam Delap in early June, United have since been chasing shadows in their striker search. However, it was never unrealistic to suggest sourcing their most important signing could take the most amount of time. Right now, Sesko occupies top spot on United's wish list. However, unlike Newcastle, they are yet to table a formal offer for the Slovenian international, who scored 21 goals for Leipzig last season. Newcastle have submitted 2 offers for the 22-year-old, the most recent of which, according to Sky Sports, was worth £69.7 million as a fixed fee plus add-ons. United do not want to get drawn into a bidding war for the striker, and understandably so, and it is believed they want assurances from Sesko that he wants to move to Old Trafford before potentially making an opening offer. Despite already spending more than £130 million this summer, United are confident of financing a deal for Sesko before overseeing sales. United expect to save £14 million this season on Marcus Rashford's wages. They have banked £5 million from Chelsea's decision not to sign Jadon Sancho permanently and have raised £20.7 million from sell-on clauses inserted in previous sales. In a better financial position than what was originally anticipated at the start of the window, United have resources available to them to sign Sesko. But is he worth the fee Leipzig are demanding? As with any transfer pursuit, United's interest in Sesko has split opinion. Many recognise his high ceiling and potential, and also acknowledge his respectable goal-scoring record in Germany and Austria. But can United afford to take such a big risk at this moment in time? On one hand, supporters are within their rights to say yes, acknowledging the additions of Cunha and Mbeumo, who scored 37 goals between them last season, of which 35 were scored in the Premier League. On the flip side, others believe United should go for somebody who is more established and proven, no doubt mindful of the gamble United took on Højlund 2 years ago. Last week, it was confirmed Ollie Watkins had also made his way onto United's list of options, but Aston Villa are currently refusing to sell him. He has 3 years left on his contract and scored 16 Premier League goals last season. However, if United are capable of throwing big money at Leipzig in an attempt to sign Sesko, they will almost certainly have the funds available to try and change Villa's stance. Watkins is 7 years Sesko's senior, meaning his ceiling is not as high, but what he does boast is a proven record in the Premier League. Despite never scoring 20 goals or more in a Premier League campaign, the England international has reached double figures in each of the last 5 seasons since joining Villa in 2020, scoring 75 league goals. He has plundered 87 goals in all competitions for Villa T29. Watkins is not necessarily as attractive a signing as what Sesko would be, but there is a stronger likelihood of him coming in and hitting the ground running. He has scored 35 Premier League goals in the last 2 seasons, assisting 21, having already swooped for 2 of the Premier League's best players in Mbeumo and Cunha this summer. Watkins would be a fitting addition to come in and spearhead United's attack. Sesko currently sits at the top of the wish list, but it would be foolish to turn a blind eye to Watkins and his record. Manchester United are to accept a Chelsea offer of just £30 million for Alejandro Garnacho, according to the latest in the saga for the winger. Having risen through the ranks at Manchester United, Chelsea target Garnacho has been touted for sale at Old Trafford to offset some of the money spent on the likes of Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. With Red Devils boss Ruben Amorim having no obvious place in his 3-4-2-1 system for the Argentina international, a sale before the end of the transfer window now feels inevitable, with the Blues seemingly on the cusp of a breakthrough. Given that Garnacho was snared from Atletico Madrid as a youth player and counts as a homegrown talent from the Carrington setup, any sale could be front-loaded onto this season's accounts instead of being amortized over several years, meaning that United stand to make a heftier profit. A new report from Team Talk, however, has explained why the Red Devils could expect to receive just £30 million from offloading the 21-year-old, with the club said to be left stumped by a lack of concrete interest in his services. Citing information from The Independent, Chelsea only want to spend £30 million on the star, with sources claiming Garnacho has given a resounding yes to a move to Stamford Bridge.